Hello, everyone. My name is John Johnson. I just want to say welcome. That was Courtney. Give it up for Courtney. Yeah. And she sung a song about freedom. She sung a song about freedom. So this is what you're about to experience now is Playback Theater, where your words become the colors on this canvas. So imagine this being a blank canvas. And so whatever you say comes to life on stage. So the first question is, what is freedom? Someone raise their hand and tell me what your definition of freedom is. What is freedom? Anybody define what freedom is? No limitations. Ooh. Okay. This is another definition of freedom. The ability to define your own future and destiny. And that of your families. Of future destinies of your lineage. Yes, what else? No restraints. Okay. What about joy? What about some of those folks under the age of 18? What's freedom to you guys? Yeah, what is to be freedom is to be free. What is that? What is to be free? Give me what is something that is an act of freedom? Hanging out all night. Okay. All right.
John, there's a young lady over here in the red shirt. Right
Yeah.
there, right?
Yes. Say it again. A right to do anything you want. Okay. There was some other folks in the orange shirts. Y'all a posse over here. A chance. Okay. So by the show of hands, how many folks feel like they've experienced freedom in their lifetime? Okay. All right, you can put your hands out. How many folks feel like there are aspects of freedom they have not experienced in their lifetime? You say what now? Yep, still going to jail, right? Still can get locked up. Okay. So does anyone have a story they want to share about when they've experienced freedom? So you can help us warm up a little bit so people can get the idea of Playback Theater. Anybody have a story of freedom that they want to share with us? Or when they felt like they've experienced a level of freedom? All you got to do is raise your hand and I'll come to you. So I just asked you who's experienced freedom, and a lot of hands went up, and now all of a sudden the story connected to that. It seems like it could be something as simple as, we had this early we were in the building. Some kid was like, freedom to me is my mom not dragging me on these field trips everywhere. You know what I mean? And then someone actually mentioned freedom is being able to come here, and they came all the way here from Georgia when they saw this on the internet. Freedom to technology to tell you where things are. So we've experienced a lot of ways. So I'm just asking from your own lips, can someone tell me? Yes, there we go. Thank you so much. Give it up for the person who raised their hand. I'm going to come all the way up these steps. You can be loud, but I want you, can you just meet me halfway just because I want people to actually, so first of all, can you tell us your name?
My name is Sabrina.
Okay. And Sabrina, how do you experience freedom?
All my kids grew up and left, and I'm free to be me.
All of you, okay? All of your kids grew up and left. Can you tell me how many children and how they left? And then tell me one thing that you do that is free to be you, like you just said.
I have 3 kids. My oldest actually just moved here to work at the Library of Congress, which is why I'm here. Wow. My other 2 left. One's in college. The other one's, I don't know, living his life. And I eat a lot of food freely without having to hide my Doritos or Tootsie Rolls or whatever from them. And I forgot what else you said.
So you said to be able to eat your food and not have to hide anything. Give me one more thing that you do that expresses your freedom now that your children are no longer in the house.
I go to Target and only buy what's on my list.
What's the last thing you bought at Target that was on your list?
Oh man, shampoo.
Okay. All right, give me a title to this little bits and pieces of your life you just shared with us.
Independence.
Independence. We're going to do a 4-part story, and tell us your name one more time.
Sabrina.
Sabrina. So Sabrina, can you just sit down right there for a second? So this is the way this works, everybody. On the count of 3, we're going to say, Sabrina, let's watch. And the stage is going to come to life with Sabrina's story. All right? About independence of children. All right? Okay, so on the count of 3, Sabrina, let's watch. 1, 2, 3.
Sabrina, let's watch. free, free, free to be me, me, me. I am free, free, free.
Shampoo. They're not here. I don't have to hide it anymore. I'm free.
Free, 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 free to be me.
I am free. I am. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I am the package of double stuffed Oreos. Sabrina's been hiding me in the back of the pantry, like really far, like behind the Christmas cookie cutout. Like I'm usually like way back there. And then usually like when the kids would be asleep, she'd like maybe take one. And I'm just on the counter these days. And she just comes by and she just takes like 3 at a time. It's amazing. Freedom tastes delicious.
My nest is empty. I am free.
What are we watching today? Actually, do you hear that? Do you hear it? It's so loud. It's called silence. And now that all my kids are gone, I can eat and watch whatever I please.
Fly, fly, fly so high, high, high. Bye, bye, bye.
Hey, Ma. I know you see these suitcases, and it's filled with my clothes, it's filled with my toiletries, it's filled with everything. But more importantly, Mom, these suitcases are filled with all of the love and all of the lessons that you've shared with me in my lifetime. So I want you to go off and be free. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm gonna be all right. And your Doritos, they gonna be all right too. Because I won't eat anymore. I love you, Ma.
And I will fly free.
Thank you very much, performers. So what happens is the performers take a moment and they make eye contact with you to thank you for your story. And I come and check in with you. What was it like to watch your story play back?
It was really great until he made me cry at the end.
Thank you so much. So you guys get it. You tell a story and it comes back to life on stage. So how do you experience freedom? Who else has a story of how they experience freedom? So the kids being out of the house is a level of freedom. Regaining your independence after caring for young people. Yes. Can you just stand up and I can meet you? I can meet you halfway. Can I slide out there? Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Thank you. What's going on, Mr. Johnson? How you doing? I know you. All right. Okay. Can you tell us your name, please?
My name is Ashani, and my freedom story is that the city I grew up in Colombo, Sri Lanka, it wasn't very safe for women to walk around. So I'd have to go everywhere in a car. Buses weren't safe, trains weren't safe, you couldn't walk. But that's one of my favorite things since I moved to DC, is that I walk everywhere, I take the train everywhere, I take the bus everywhere, and I'm learning how to ride a bike. So I feel very free. So freedom has a lot to do with mobility for me.
Freedom has to do with mobility. Give me a title to this story that you just shared with us.
let's say mobility, but spelled T-E-A.
Okay, mobility. And can you share some of the places you've gone with the mobility in the city? What have you seen? Where have you gone?
I love visiting parks in DC, so I love Crispus Attucks Park. I love Malcolm X Park, Upshur Park. I love to look at all the little free libraries, take some, and then I'll go back and return some.
The little library.
Yeah.
Set up in front of their homes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and tell us your name one more time.
Ashani.
Ashani. On the count of three, we're going to do another 4-part. On the count of three, we're going to say, Ashani, let's watch. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ashani, let's watch.
I can go where I want to.
Where I want to go,
I can go where I choose.
Where I want to go, I can go.
Hey, you've seen me. I'm one of those free libraries. Yeah, I'm all over. But I've noticed there's someone new who walks by. Oh, yeah, here. This is a good one. Oh, there you go. That was a kid. Gotta keep them separate, you know, kids' books, the grown-up books. But anyway, there's this lady who walks by here, and her name is Ashani, and she's really nice. And she borrows all these great books from me, and then, grown-up, yeah, take this one, it's really good. Okay, yeah. And then she refills me with new books that I didn't used to have. It's like she takes them from another free library. I think I'm her favorite. I think of all the free libraries, Ashani likes me best.
No one can stop me.
I can go where I choose.
I can go.
Thanks, Free Library. DC. Oh, I feel so free. I feel so free that I can move, I can walk wherever I would like to walk. Hello? How you doing? How you doing? That's good. Hello? Hello? Hi. Wherever I would like to go, I have the freedom to be mobile, the freedom to ride the train, the freedom to ride the bus. High five. Oh, I just love it. It ain't nothing like being free, y'all. It ain't nothing like being free.
Wherever and wherever and wherever and wherever.
Hey, are you Ashani? Hey, how you doing? I'm Jose. I'm your lift. Hop on in. Yeah, so it says you're going to the National Cathedral. All right. Is there anything you want to listen to while you're here? Is it cool enough in the car for you? Cool. Where are you from? Sri Lanka. Damn. How long you been in D.C.? Oh, word. That's what's up. No, D.C. is dope. It's like that. You got a lot of places to go, a lot of free things to do. It's safe, or relatively safe. Depending on where you at. You just got to know where you at, you know what I'm saying? But no, we take it seriously over here. You know, we protect ours, we protect our women, we protect all people. Hey, look, I'm about to go down to the National Archives, about to see this free show. You want to go? All right, bet.
I am free to go.
I'm free.
guys met her. Different time in my life. Looking forward to it. I've read about America, particularly DC. She's getting to experience all of that. And that part of me I'm excited about. Because I stay so nervous here. I have to stay in the house. I feel like I have to hide all the time. And me, I just like to do a lot of things that I can't do here. I just want to be free.
Whenever and whenever and wherever and wherever I will go.
Thank you, performers. Summer, come check back in with you. What was that like to watch?
I can confirm that is how every Uber and Lyft driver reacts. And it was amazing. It reminded me of one of my other favorite things about DC is that there's so many free things to do as for all ages. So I love that.
Thank you. So you get it. What you say comes to life on stage, right? And so we're here because of this document, this Emancipation Proclamation. Does anybody explain to me what that is and how it's connected to Juneteenth? So anybody here who can make that connection since you've been here? How many folks got to see the document already by the show of hands?
There's a hand in front of you.
Okay. Oh, there's a hand right here? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Can you explain it to me real quick? I'm going to hand you the microphone.
Isn't that when Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves? Okay. Freed the slaves?
Okay, so the Emancipation Proclamation is a document signed that freed enslaved Africans in the United States. Correct. So, but how's that connected to Juneteenth? This document getting to Texas. Can anybody explain to me? Yes, there we go. Because I saw y'all got the Houston shirts on. I'm just like, I know y'all got to hold it down and represent. I see there's a whole bunch of folks here from Texas, so I know you guys know the story. I want to hear it from someone's mouth. Who? All right.
Well, unfortunately, the slaves were freed, but everybody didn't hear about it. Because we down in Texas, we didn't get the news until Juneteenth in Galveston. So that is why we celebrate Juneteenth.
Correct. So, real quick, Emancipation Proclamation signed in 1863. It took until 1865, June 19th, for those of us who don't know what Juneteenth means, it's June 19th, tomorrow, is when this document reached Galveston, Texas. There is some story about folks not knowing, but trust and believe, there were 250,000 enslaved people in Texas. So they knew that folks were free. Texas wasn't letting their folks be free. But Juneteenth is the celebration of 250,000 enslaved people. So I just let that sit in real quick. 250,000 people finally got that barrier lifted where you could be owned by another human being. And they celebrated. And that celebration's been going on for 159 years. That's super important. So we've only gotten 3 days off tomorrow. Our government has acknowledged it, but this is something that's been going on for 159 years. Cool. Anybody here from Texas? Raise your hand. Okay, so you guys know, is that accurate? Has Juneteenth been happening for some time now? It's been happening for some time now. So it's a celebration that's been going on for over 150 years. We're just being invited into it, those folks who are like, oh, what is Juneteenth? One is June 19th, that's important. And two, it's been going on for a long time. So can someone who's from Texas tell us what those celebrations are like? Can someone, thank you, here we go. So, and we're gonna play back your story. Tell us what a Juneteenth celebration is like. All right. Okay. So the first thing I need to know is your name, and then you can just tell us.
My name is LaShondia McNeil, and I'm from Houston, Texas. So long before anyone else in the country was thinking about Juneteenth, I remember my family, we always celebrated Juneteenth. We would have cookouts, and we'd have watermelon and red soda water is what we called it. And so, so that happened from the time of my birth. Yes, that's what we call the red soda water. Yes, and barbecue. Yeah, like ribs. Yeah. Yes. And then still, before it was acknowledged by the federal government, we have Juneteenth parades. Our church has always participated in the Juneteenth parade. We just participated in one on this past Saturday. And so what we will do is many of the high schools and other churches in the community, we would get together and then we'd march down this historic street called West Montgomery that probably has some ties to Tuskegee University. No. So that's what we did most recently, but we've been doing that for many, many years.
Okay. And can you tell us a little about the food that you say?
The food, we barbecue a lot in Texas. So ribs, a lot. Ribs, brisket, we smoke our chicken. We have our homemade sausage. We have people in the community that can make those homemade chicken sausage. And so we do a lot of outdoor cooking.
Okay. Real quick, pick one of these actors. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick someone to play you.
To play me? Okay. Right here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Which one? Number 4? Number 2? Okay, number 4. Number 4.
Give me 3 words to describe who you are.
Oh, wow. I'm very bold.
Very bold.
Courageous. And strong woman.
Here's my other question. How long have you been practicing this celebration? How many years?
All my life. All my life, yes.
And do you remember how did the elders explain to you what Juneteenth was?
Well, my mother just happens to be here. She she basically said, you know, this is the day that our generation of families became free. And I said, free from what? You know, she would say bondage. And I was like, what does that mean? Well, we were working for other people without pay. So I said, okay, I think I get that. But yes.
Okay, and give me a title to this story that you're about to see playback.
Crockett? There's a reason why I said that, Crockett. Crockett is where my family is from, but then Crockett is also synonymous with someone who kept us in bondage, but yet we were freed from that person who kept our families in bondage back in the day. So, LaShondia McNeil.
So on the count of 3, we're going to say LaShondia. Real quick, Pamela, raise your hand. Pamela's playing LaShondia, okay? On the count of 3, we're going to say LaShondia, let's watch, and the story's going to come back to life on stage, all right? Count of 3, LaShondia. 1, 2, 3. LaShondia, let's watch.
I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven done signed my name.
Ma, what's all of this all about? What's going on here? Ma! Where's Ma? Ma! What is all of this stuff for? What's going on?
We celebrate.
What are we celebrating now?
Oh, I'm gonna need help for this one. Come on. So
That's
we're gonna
a lot of food, Mom.
I know. So we celebrate because our ancestors struggled.
What do you mean?
Here.
I struggle every day.
Okay. Hey, you wait.
Are you guys eating the food?
Mm-hmm. Delicious. The ribs.
Why do we have do you know why we have so much food here?
Juneteenth.
It's Juneteenth, baby.
Right. She's never heard the story.
We was free from bondage.
Yes.
Free labor.
Liberated.
Honey.
Liberated.
Yes.
Those are big words for me.
Okay, so back in the day, honey, our family worked for people without getting paid.
Oh.
Right?
We were poor.
Well, it's worse than that.
Mm.
It's a lot worse than that, and you're going to find out more as you get older. But right now, just know that we celebrate because we're free-ish.
Free-ish.
Yeah.
That's what they told me when I was younger, you know, that we was free-ish. And I still don't quite feel the whole free part, but I'm still on the ish part, you know. But I still don't mind the celebration. I don't mind all the food coming to the table. I don't mind getting the bands to play. You got that band ready for me?
I got it. I'm getting it set up now, baby.
Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, we got dancers. You gonna be in the parade too? Come on. All right. That's what I was hoping for. Because you see, around this time, my people get happy. And why do they get happy? Because they remember what? Ma, tell them what they remember. Take that food out your mouth, Ma. What do they remember, Ma?
That we
used to wait. Yes.
Yes.
Free-ish.
Ish.
Right. And that we used to what, Ma? Work for people with no pay.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Go get some of that rib.
Oh, the ribs are so good, honey. Did you get some ribs?
No, I want the red juicy stuff. I want that red juicy stuff.
Now y'all know better than come over here and touch my
There you go. Listen, the parade is gonna be starting soon.
Hey, the parade!
We have eaten here. Take this drink.
Hey, you want some bread soda?
Let's go on the parade. Let's go parade.
I think we ought to leave it right here.
All right, all right.
For after the parade.
Okay.
And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, they got this big old celebration up in D.C.
Yeah.
I know, I was thinking about taking those kids on up there. What you think about that?
I think that's a great idea. We should take them all.
Take them on?
All of them.
Wow.
We
my
should do it
brother.
today. We should do it right now.
Well, I don't think we should do it today, but I think that next year, for Juneteenth, we ought to go to the National Archives.
Baby, I'm ready. Let's go.
Well,
Let's go. Come on.
instead of waiting,
I want to go. We're going to D.C.
I guess we all better
We
go.
out. We going to D.C.
Going to D.C., everyone.
We in the city.
Whoa.
It's Liddy in the city.
D.C.
Oh, my God.
Oh, these buildings so tall.
Don't forget, Mama.
What's that pencil thing?
That's the monument. It's an obelisk. Or a technical.
Don't be wearing Mama out like that. That's a lot of stairs over there.
It's hot out here. Feels like
it's
Texas.
hot.
Yeah.
It's hot every Juneteenth. June 19th, it better be hot or we got a problem.
I don't want a problem.
Okay?
That's my baby girl.
Y'all come on back down here.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all come on back down here because we're going to celebrate with all the people. With everybody who come to the Juneteenth celebration.
Okay.
They're going to be on West Montgomery Street, lined up. Get in the line. Come on, get in the line. Get in the line, brother. Get in the line. All right, we all ready?
Yeah.
Now we're going to walk on up there and we're going to celebrate. Because what is this? Our holiday. Remember, 250,000 of us. An unbelievable number. But look at us. We can walk in freedom. Ish. And come and see, look at that. They call it a special document. Juneteenth. They even had to use 2 pages.
2 pages?
All in
Wow.
And all this just so we can be
I tell you,
free.
These my peeps. They always got my back here. I just want y'all to know, I'm so grateful for y'all being here. I'm grateful to see other people who look like me celebrating where I done come from and knowing that this is a real holiday. Now, the government done let us off. It's a real holiday now. Y'all proud of yourselves? And I'm proud of us too. Let's give him a round of applause.
I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven done signed my name.
Y'all look good too.
Thank you, performers. All right, so I'm gonna come check in with you. What was it like to watch?
That was truly amazing to watch because there were some things that I didn't say, but I guess the Spirit filled you because that's exactly what's happening. It was one of my goals to make sure that the kids from my church were able to come and experience this and experience it around the Juneteenth week, and that came true. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So who else can share the experience of the celebration of Juneteenth? So we heard about, I think we said we called it red juice, but y'all called it what? Red soda water. Red soda water.
Red soda water.
Soda water. All right, okay, we have someone right here. Okay, I'm gonna hand you this microphone and just say your name and then tell the story, okay? All right.
My name is Joyce. It's not a real story, but I know tomorrow at the Civil War Memorial, they're going to be shouting out the names of the military gentlemen and ladies, I guess, if there were ladies fighting too, but mostly the guys who were fighting to free people from slavery. So tomorrow on the at the memorial there at Florida Avenue, and
Vermont.
Okay, you in Vermont. I'm from New York, so I don't know everything, but. Yeah, so I wanted to go and be one of the folk who would mention some names of some of the Civil War soldiers who fought during that time.
And so you know some names because of your own research?
Yeah, well, my mother's family were Agers, and when I went and looked at the names of soldiers that were listed, I saw an Agers. I think they were from Tennessee. Well, Agers, they're from South Carolina. But anyway, there was the Agers. And then the other part was the Wellmans. And so I know that there were some soldiers with the names Agers and Wellman, which are my family names.
Right, and so you're going to add to those names that are going to be...
Well, what they want us to do is to read the names that are already listed. And they're like 250,000 or something, some large number. But that's where it'll be tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Can we do a narrative piece? And so you've been, what motivated you to come to want to say your family's name?
Well, because I think it's pretty important that, so many people did fight, and some who probably died, but to say their name and keep their names alive. And I don't know if I'll get a chance to say my particular family name, but somebody will.
Okay. And you said you came all the way from New York?
No, I live here now, but I'm from New York.
Okay, you live there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, tell us your name.
Joyce Wellman.
Joyce. So on the count, you want to say Joyce, let's watch. And bring your story back to life.
Okay.
All right. On the count, everybody. Joyce, let's watch. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Joyce, let's watch.
Well, we are soldiers in the army.
In the army.
We've got to fight. We've got to fight. Although we have to cry, we've got to hold. We've got to hold up the blood-stained banner. We've got to hold it up and never die.
This is Joyce's story. Now, I heard there's going to be a reading of the names of the Civil War? Yes. All those who died. But not everybody will be listed because I'm going to the African American Memorial.
African American Memorial.
African American Civil War Memorial. African American. African American.
African?
Maybe more than 200, maybe more than 250, maybe I don't know how many, but I'll be there.
I'll be
There.
There.
Now, I researched, opened the books, studied online. I saw, my name.
My name.
There's a Agers, that's my family. There's a Wellman, that's my family. And I decided tomorrow I will be at the African American Civil War Memorial. And what will I be doing? I will read the names.
Read the name.
The names.
The names.
Read 'em.
Read the names.
Wow, man.
Read the names.
The names.
The names.
We've got to hold up the bloodstained banner. We've got to hold it up and never die.
Thank you, Professor.
What was that like to watch? What was it like to watch?
What would I like to watch? Oh, it was wonderful.
I got that right. Okay, thank you so much. So we talked a little bit. We talked about freedom, having the kids to be gone. We talked about, the reading of names of ancestors who fought in the Civil War. We talked about the celebration that takes place in Texas, and now the world is beginning to understand the depths of Juneteenth. Is there anyone else who wants to talk about the celebration, the foods, some of the things that happen in any Juneteenth celebration you participated in? Anybody else have another story around Juneteenth and celebration? Okay, all right, here we go. All right. You tell us your name and then tell us the story.
Greta. And I'm originally from Houston, but I live in D.C. The one thing I want to talk about is Emancipation Park in Houston, Texas. Emancipation Park was bought by 4 slaves, 10 acres of land, and when they could not celebrate and they could not go to parks, but they bought this land and they would go there. They didn't have the money to keep the park open, so they only opened it on Juneteenth. And all the African Americans in Houston would go to this park to celebrate. And that was to dance, listen to music, and eat, like she said, all the foods. And we also had homemade ice cream. That was one of the big things. And I just happened to talk to my mother, who's 87, yesterday. And I asked her, because that's all I knew was Juneteenth my whole life, I asked her what was the things that she remembered about Juneteenth and what was so special. And I heard it through the phone, a smile on her face. And she said, we didn't work in the fields that day because my mom grew up on a farm. So even though my grandfather eventually bought the farm, but he was sharecropping in the beginning, but she said, we didn't work that day. We made ice cream, we ate food, we did certain things. And they went to different neighboring properties for that. But I go back to Emancipation Park because even though we were free, we still couldn't celebrate. But these 4 men and the great Jack Yates, and I know y'all know, being from Houston, is one of the people who founded Emancipation Park. And it's actually been redone by the city, and it's part of historic preservation. It's on the National Registry. And it's a beautiful park if you ever get to go there, because they revitalize it, and now they have really large Juneteenth celebrations.
Okay, what are some of the things in the park? Just since we've never been to the park, explain this park. We're gonna do a full park.
Okay, if you go to the park, they have swimming. They have all kinds of activities in the park for cultural activities. They have a large area where there's an outdoor stage area where they can have, they can still.
Jazz Sundays?
Yes.
Okay.
So they have a big cultural center there. So, and it's still a park that's enjoyed by everyone. And the other thing about it is it was a street called Dowling that ran in front of the park, and it was by one of the Confederate soldiers or something, and they recently changed the name to Emancipation Boulevard or Avenue, one of that. So that was another good thing about the park. So that's what you'll see, like she said, Jazz Sunday, cultural, swimming, arts, everything for seniors and children.
And so tomorrow there's a big festival at the park, right? I'm assuming.
I'm sure it is,
So it's open
yes.
all year round, but
Now it is,
okay,
yes.
Okay, cool, thank you. Can you give us a title to the story you just shared with us?
Emancipated.
Emancipated, okay. On the count of 3, we're gonna say, Greta, let's watch, all right? 1, 2, 3. Greta, let's watch.
I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside.
Okay, I got this idea, guys. You know that area land over there by Dowlins? I hate that name. It's a Confederate soldier. I swear I hate that name. Look, we have enough money between the 5 of us to buy that lot, okay? We can buy that lot, and this is what I see. This is what I see. Stay with me. This is what I see. We've recently been freed, but we're free men. We were born free. So that title of slave means nothing to me. What we're going to do, we're going to take our money, we're going to buy that plot, we're going to build a pool over there, we're going to have a little restaurant, a little eatery over there, we're going to have parties over here, we're going to cook over there, and we're going to celebrate every single year on Juneteenth. You with me?
I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. I'm gonna study war no more.
Is it Juneteenth yet?
Tomorrow.
Oh, man. I've been sleeping out here for 2 days waiting for that park to open. Heavens and Betsy, I don't even know if I got enough food to last me one more day. Heavens. Well, look like they're doing something in there, trying to get it together. I don't know. You think they let us volunteer? Maybe they'll feed us. Yeah? One more day. That park could be open, huh? One more day. Juneteenth. I guess I can go on back to sleep then, huh?
If you like.
One more day.
I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
No more. Before I begin my jazz solo, I want to know, who in here love Juneteenth? No, I know you can get louder than that. If you love Juneteenth, say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you love begin my solo, I would like to commemorate the 4 innovative brothers that made Emancipation Park what it is today. The amazing pillar that it is in our community here in Texas. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
All right, y'all. Let's hit some jazz.
Shh. All that noise, you're gonna get me caught. I got the food, I got whatever decorations I'm gonna get. All right, just gotta get to, there's more of them up there, okay. Going back down. I made it.
I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside.
Thank you, performers. All right, so I want to check in with you. What was that like to watch?
It was amazing, and I'm glad I could share a part of the history of Houston about Emancipation Park.
Right, and you got a whole bunch of folks from Houston. Thank you so much. Shout out to Houston. Okay. So, we talked about freedom. We know about Emancipation Park, which folks, we didn't know about in the founding of that, having a place to actually celebrate and keep these traditions and this memory alive. Is there anybody else who wants to share a story? If you're inspired by anything you've heard, and there's a story that you heard that might be a little different or similar, is there another story in the room that you would like to share? Yes. All right, can you tell us your name, and then you can tell us about the story.
Hi, everybody. I'm TK Hancock, and my story is about celebration. I'm a transplant or transient. I'm from the Middle East. I came to D.C., and the family that I have here, we celebrate everything it is to be a sojourner, which is basically a traveler that makes a home within the midst of someone else's home that is accepted, that is respected, that is loved. For me, Juneteenth is all about celebration. And I came in where I was deported like 4 or 5 times, so I came in the midst of things. There was UNICEF, there was the Caribbean Pride, there was the Southeastern Pride. I go to Georgetown now. I graduated from GW with my undergrad. But it's left up to me to show the people that are in D.C., from D.C., but don't know about east of the river. For me, I learned about east of the river because I'm gutter. At least that's what they call those that are transient, that are hood, that are ratchet, that operate on the block, on the street. When they say, you out here, we out here. I'm an out here type individual because I chose to leave my home and make a home somewhere else. So for me, Juneteenth is not just about the struggle. It's about exalting the struggle, embodying the struggle, and being flashy. It's about Chuck Brown. It's about Sly and the Family Stone. It's about having talent shows and exalting what our youth today have for the family first to make sure it's appropriate for the streets. So everything I've encountered in D.C. and that I'm celebrating in Juneteenth is about a celebration of where I've come from, where I've planted, where I've chosen to plant. Because you just don't up and run off somewhere. You got to research, which I definitely did. And I can only say that making your home and the people that count in it, you have to integrate not just your history, but theirs. And I was supposed to have like 10 people come with me today. They were all from D.C., but they had other things to do that popped up, because that's D.C. too. It's bipolar like the weather. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You got all type of side effects, defects. That is what it is for me to be so DC. And I'm just so happy that John invited me. He usually does. And I'm so proud that I can show up and represent even some of the things he's instilled in me as far as what it is to be wholesome and family and village-like, because it all comes down to villages.
Give me a title to the story you shared. We're going to do another 4-part. Give me a title. Give me a title to the story. TK.
The title is I'm So DC.
I'm so DC. I'm so DC. And on the count of 3, we're going to say TK, let's watch. So it's about the celebration of being in the city, being able to, you said, to come as a transplant and merge the histories of oneself. All right. Right. So you said you remember you can buy a cigarette from a quarter at the corner store, at the Circle Big K liquor store. Yes. So you're nostalgic. Okay. All right. So, no. So on the count of 3, we're going to say TK. Okay. Cool. So on the count, so anybody who's not been east of the river, y'all need to come on over here and experience a little bit of it with us. TK's giving you all the lot of information there. So on the count of 3, we're gonna say TK, let's watch. All right, 1, 2, 3.
TK, let's watch.
I'm gonna move when the Spirit says move.
Hey, Young, what's that back joint Wincy be hitting? Taking a ride on the east side, make a left on MLK. Such a beautiful day, I say okay. Young, going down to the black, going to the go-go, getting 4 wings, fried rice with mumbo sauce. Hey, Young, that's it right there. That's my freedom. Chilling with my boys, chilling with John, from Tacoma Park to the south side, uptown and back, all day to the day.
I'm gonna move when the Spirit says move.
When the Spirit says move.
Oh, when the Spirit says move.
I want the music. Run, Joe, run, Joe. You know that one, yeah. Run, Joe, run, Joe. What's that man's name? Run, Joe, run, Joe. We all know him. Run, Joe, run, Joe. I can't sing no more words. Run, Joe, run, Joe. These are the words I know. Run, Joe, run, Joe. Hey, but I know one person. We all know the big Chuck Brown, don't we? Yeah. And he let more than just Run, Joe, didn't he? I can't sing no more, but I keep going. Run, Joe.
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 She got it. How about you? Run, Joe.
Run, Joe.
Run, Joe.
Run, Joe.
Run, Joe.
Run, Joe.
Well, they did pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna move when the Spirit says move.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
You see, my name is Hart, and I live inside of TK.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Have you all heard that saying? That home,
boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Is where the heart is?
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
So with my heart,
boom, boom.
That's inside of TK.
Boom, boom.
I go wherever I feel. Can you take this for a second? Thank you. Can you hold this for a second? Thank you. Ma'am, can you take this for a second? Thank you.
Boom, boom.
That's my home. Because that's where my heart is. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
When the Spirit says move.
Dear Diary, to those who claim to be listening but aren't hearing me, the way I pronunciate my words or enunciate my words has nothing to do with the articulation of what I'm saying. I am not rude, I am direct. I am not loud, I'm just making sure you can hear me. No, I am not selfish, but I do have to take care of my needs. I'm not in my head or overthinking or overstepping, but I am out here. And if you don't know what that means, that's simply the opposite of being in here. I am not in your business. You are not in mine. I am not insecure, but I am outgoing and outrageous. I am outspoken and I am bold. I am black and I am proud. I'm in DC and I'm in Houston. I'm wherever I find myself to be, and me is right. I think that's too much.
I'm gonna move, oh yes. I'm gonna move when the Spirit says.
The Spirit says,
Thank you, performer.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, TK, I'll give you a hug.
Right out of my head.
I wanted to check in with you. What was it like to watch?
It was beautiful. It was like complete conglomeration, everything that I feel for where I am today. Like, yeah, most definitely, I think that's too much. Let me pull it back in. Thank you for teaching me that.
Cool. Thank you, TK. All right, folks. So you get to see it. Whatever you say comes to life on stage. So what story is there? I'm gonna just tell you what I'm looking for. There's a lot of folks who've helped me even frame this. And there have been a lot of stories from the elders who actually can remember things that their grandparents said, or they remember, like you said, the sharecropping. Is there any story that is connecting all of this together? See, Emancipation, 159 years ago, you could be owned by someone else in this country.
Right here in front.
Yes, all right. We got two folks, so one and two. These will be our last two stories. Yes. So just say your name and then tell a story.
My name is Gloria, and I'm part of two emancipations. I'm a native DC, and DC slaves were freed first. Before the proclamation went out to everyone else, Lincoln freed us, and I'm born here, so that's part of that. So April 16th is a liberation for us, and it is a federal holiday here in DC. But I'm also, my grandfather, Carrington Visor, is Galveston. His father was Galveston. His father's father was Galveston, which means that when that emancipation was announced, it freed me. It freed my people. But in our home, and I grew up in an extended family, he never talked about it. Grandpa never talked about emancipation. Neither did great-grandpa. It wasn't a celebration then. It wasn't something that was happy. So being here and working in the post office and making that money and having a salary and marrying my grandmother, who was also from Texas, and they both went to college. They both went to Wiley and came here and had 3 children, one of which was my mother, for whom I'm named, and she passed when she was 93. But I'm here because they didn't say anything, but they are the roots. Roots don't talk. Roots just grow deep. I'm a product of that. I'm the flower of their, when the tree grows and it produces the leaves and flowers, that's why I'm here. That's who I am. And that's why I'm finding out everything I can. That's why I'm here today, because I need to know what I didn't know before, but it's part of me, and I need to know who I am and why I'm here. And I love for what you all are celebrating. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Tell us your name one more time.
Gloria.
So we're going to do a 4-part story. And Gloria, give me a title to the story that you just shared about your lineage. Just give me a title.
The Flower.
The Flower. So on the count of 3, we're going to say, Gloria, let's watch. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Gloria, let's watch.
They say talking to the plants help them grow. You know, you speak to them, give them a little wisdom, and even the smallest seed becomes a tree. I try to do the same thing in my life. Try to water and talk to the plants. Try to give them wisdom and inspiration, encouragement and knowledge from all the trees I've already grown. Indeed, I'm a tree myself, blossoming and blooming its own fruit. Fruit that someday will plant its own tree and grow. And when that tree falls, and the next one sprouts, and the next one sprouts, I'll know that all the words I spent talking and all the advice I've given to my plants and all the seeds I've put down, it'll all be worth it.
I don't say much. I don't know if that was the right thing or the wrong thing to do. But I see Gloria, my granddaughter, and I think she learned from what I did and not what I said. I hope so. I just couldn't talk about it, and I hope she understands that I just couldn't talk about it all. But she saw me work, and she felt me love, and I get to watch her bloom.
My name is Gloria, and I've bloomed into an amazing flower because of the people that poured into me, because of the people that believed in me. But I still gotta know you all. I still gotta know. You ever had that eagerness, that urgency, that burning desire that's in you to just know? I know thyself, and I know who I am. I know the roots that I come from, but it's so much more. It's so much more to me that I gotta find out. So I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see where I come from.
The root.
Thank you, performer. Yeah, I'm getting all choked up down here. Oh my gosh. Oh. Is there anything you'd like to say in watching that?
Well done. Thank you. Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, folks, we have time for one more story. There was one more hand up over here. What's the other hand? All right, okay. This is the last one because I know we got to get you up out of here. But thank you guys so much. I'm going to hand the microphone over to you. Say your name and tell the story.
My name is Whitney. I'm originally from Pensacola, Florida, but I stay in Houston now. My grandfather was a slave owner, so growing up in that nature and understanding the lifestyle that we went through, and we never celebrated Juneteenth in Pensacola, Florida. That was nothing ever brought to our attention until I moved here to Houston, Texas. So I try to take my daughter and explain our history, our family background, of what we had to deal through, and, you know. So coming to something like this it's beautiful because we never celebrated nothing like this until we came to Houston. And just being a product of what we have to go through, I try to instill that in my daughter to let her know so far we've come, and it's just a blessing.
What do you say to your daughter?
I try to teach her our history to let her know what we had to sacrifice. As of now, we still stay on a farm back home, so we often go, and I make her go out there, hey, let's go feed the sheep. Let's go get a cane pole. Let's go fishing. Let's go chop some wood, pick up some eggs. You hungry? Let's go eat. Okay. So I try to instill that in her to let her know this is what we had to do and how we was brought up.
Okay, tell us your name.
Whitney.
Whitney, what's your daughter's name?
Bailey.
Okay, Bailey?
Bailey.
Bailey, Whitney and Bailey. We're gonna do, this is our last one. We're gonna do a narrative V. All right? Thank you. So on the count of three, we're gonna say, Whitney, let's watch. This is our last story of the day, all right? On the count of three. Who's gonna be the front of the V? Come on. Gregory, we can go, Gregory can be at the front of the V. All right?
Thank you, baby.
On the count of three, we're going to say, Whitney, let's watch. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Whitney, let's watch.
We are climbing Jacob's ladder.
This is Whitney's story. My family's history is complicated. We never celebrated Juneteenth.
My children.
My children.
It's our history. Our history.
Our
Our
history.
History.
We're here now. And Lord, we have come a long way.
So far.
Who are we? These are my people. This is our freedom.
Ours.
Freedom.
We're free from everything now.
Free.
Free.
Everything.
From everything now.
Free.
Everything.
We can breathe.
Amazing grace.
Thank you so much, performers.
So audience, I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause for telling beautiful stories. I hope we leave here changed a little bit. And tomorrow, when y'all are at home because the stock market is closed and you don't have to go to work, you can tell someone Juneteenth has deeper roots. I love that analogy of the roots. 159 years Juneteenth has been happening. And it's a celebration of 250,000 enslaved Africans. So now you know. Now you know how that document was the catalyst. And for 2.5 years, they were free before it was actually enforced. That's important too. That's an important part of the story. So I want to shout out the National Archives and Susan for inviting us here and working hard to get us here. And I would also like to shout out the cast. We have Jose, Ahmad, Aaron, Pamela, Nova, Gregory, and Courtney. Cool, thank you so much. And my name is John Johnson. There are a couple of little announcements. Saturday, we have a show in Anacostia for those of you who want to experience East of the River. So if you're interested in that, make sure you come over to me. I'll send you the Eventbrite link so you can continue to see Playback and participate in some like arts and crafts events we have planned. And make sure you guys go see this document upstairs and ask yourself how you feel and how do you transfer that story. Because as I was walking across the Frederick Douglass Bridge, it says education is freedom. So until we educate ourselves more about this day, it's called the Black Independence Day. That's another term that folks use. And one of the folks who advocated for this day says we should celebrate from June 19th until the 4th of July when everybody was free. So these are some of the ideas that are out there that if we don't talk about them, if we don't tell those stories, they don't happen. So again, thank you so much for bringing your bodies to the archives. And if you're interested in this art form, I have a card too, so you can get the card. So thank you so much. Peace.